Summary: Far-right Wilders leads in Dutch elections. Other Eurosceptics welcomed the win as signs Europe was changing. Muslim groups express concerns. Amsterdam, November 23. Far-right populist Geert Wilders wants to be next Prime Minister of the Netherlands and will focus his efforts on curbing immigration. He said after a major election victory that will have repercussions in Netherlands and Europe. Wilders, an admirer of former U.S. President Donald Trump, Hungary's Eurosceptic Prime Minister Viktor Orban, an outspoken anti-Islamist, anti-EU opponent, has also vowed to cut Dutch payments to the European Union, block the entry of new members, including Ukraine. Although Wilders' most radical ideas would be rejected by the other parties he would need to work with to form a coalition government. Other populists, including Italy's Deputy Prime Minister and far-right League leader Matteo Salvini, welcomed Wilders' victory as a new party they welcomed. Europe is possible. Wilders' Party for Freedom beat all forecasts, winning 37 out of 150 seats on Wednesday, compared to 25 on the joint LabourGreen ticket and 24 from outgoing Prime Minister Mark's Conservative People's Party for Freedom and Democracy. He positioned himself well in front of his chair. Wilders told Dutch media on Thursday that he wants to become Prime Minister and is in favor of holding a referendum on whether the Netherlands will leave the EU. But first, there is a significant restriction on asylum and immigration. Wilders said, "We're not doing this ourselves. We're doing this for all the Dutch people who voted us." Although his party will claim almost a quarter of the seats in parliament, Wilders will need join mainstream parties and dilute some of his views to come power. He noted that none of parties with which Wilders might form a government would be willing to leave the EU or violate Netherlands' constitutional guarantees on religious freedom. But Wilders was confident an agreement could be reached. The coalition formed by the Freedom Party and centrist MP Pieter Omtzigt's NSC party will have a total of 81 seats, making it the most obvious combination. Coalition talks are expected to last months, as both VVD and NSC leaders have expressed reservations about working with Wilders. Wilders' victory sends a warning message to mainstream parties across Europe ahead of next June's European Parliament elections. These elections will likely be fought over the same issues as the Dutch elections: immigration, cost of living and climate change. "We had problems with old politicians," said voter Herman Borcher, welcoming the election results in eastern town of Enschede. "The Netherlands needed change," said voter Sabine Schoppen, adding with a smile, "By Rutte. Welcome, Geert Wilders." New Europe? 16 Dutch far-right politician and leader of PVV party, Geert Wilders, met with members of his party in the Dutch parliament after Dutch parliamentary elections held in The Hague, Netherlands, on Nov.